Welcome back, everyone. And we're seeing, as we have for 3+ years, the hypocrisy of the Democrats on display. In the run up to the 2016 election, Hillary Clinton famously said, "Anyone who does not accept the results of the election is, and I quote, a danger to democracy." Now, the left, of course, is saying that, well, the popular vote, and they ignore that the Constitution created the Electoral College. They're trying to push interstate compact. They're trying to push everything they can because they know they will never get 38 states to say, fine, let California, Oregon, Washington, and New York rule the country. And because they know the constitutional amendment to abolish the Electoral College will never work, they're trying to get states to say, we will just go around the Constitution. Stacey Abrams very famously said that she could jerry-rig things and go around the Constitution. This is a woman who is currently trying to get someone to pick her as their VP on the Democrat ticket, openly saying that she would go around the Constitution. Meanwhile, Democrats in Congress are screaming about everything Trump does being unconstitutional. Look at the Democrats in Nevada very recently. Look at them in Ohio and Iowa and every other caucus they've had to this point. And every single one of them refuses to accept the results. Pete Buttigieg is right now trying to force the Democratic Party to release more and more and more documents from the Nevada caucus because he will not accept that Bernie Sanders won the Nevada caucus. It's honestly not even surprising anymore to me because it's Gable's exact admonition to everyone on his side. Accuse everyone else of that which you are guilty. The Democrats accuse the Republicans of destroying democracy, but they want to go around the Constitution. The Democrats accuse the Republicans of this when they did it, of something else when they did it. It's the same old song and dance over and over and over. And they honestly expect us not to notice, they expect us not to care that they are now open in their disdain for the American voter. When Trump said he was going to put the citizenship question back on the census, they went nuts, saying it was unconstitutional. Well, it's not. In fact, it actually upholds the Constitution. Under the 26th Amendment, only U.S. citizens aged 18 or older may vote in American elections. When he talked about ending birthright citizenship, they went nuts. But the Constitution says those born or naturalized and in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction of the same shall be U.S. citizens. If foreign citizens, say from Mexico, Guatemala, Britain, Japan, Russia, Australia, I don't care where they're from, if they're on vacation in the U.S. or if they come into the U.S. illegally or for any reason they're in the U.S. and the woman gives birth, the parents are subject to the jurisdiction of their home country. They're subject to the jurisdiction of Mexico, Britain, France, Japan, Russia, Australia, Qatar, doesn't matter. Their child is not a citizen of the United States. The language, honestly, I think needs to be updated because we have people who are too moronic to understand subject to the jurisdiction thereof in power now. It should read those born to American citizens or naturalized shall be citizens of the United States. Honestly, Donald Trump should write an executive order that says, pursuant to the 26th Amendment, the census shall henceforth contain a question confirming citizenship of the respondent. When they flip out and they say it's unconstitutional, Giuliani or anyone else in the White House staff can say it's unconstitutional to uphold the Constitution. And then point to that first line, pursuant to the 26th Amendment of the United States Constitution. And when they flip out and say it's wrong, read the 26th Amendment. But they won't do that because, honestly, Donald Trump has too many people around him that are beholden to the left and are working to undermine him at every opportunity. And I don't count William Barr in that group. Barr is trying to do a very difficult job right now. Durham is still investigating, and honestly, I'll be surprised if Durham is done before Donald Trump's second term is over. Barr is a very public figure, and honestly, I really think he is very much aware of, for example, Roger Stone, the foreperson of the jury, was very much anti-Donald Trump, anti-Roger Stone, pro-Mueller, pro-DNC. The judge had to have known this and let the woman stay. So the jury is tainted and the judge is tainted. And Roger Stone is pushing to have the judge that sentenced him removed from the case because there's no way she can be objective. And the Democrats are flipping out at this. They have nowhere to hide their mantra of, we are in charge, you will bow. You could walk that judge into the House of Representatives and have her truthfully say, I hate Roger Stone, I hate Donald Trump. I don't care if he's guilty or not. I want him in prison so it looks like he's guilty. I don't care that we have evidence that say he's innocent. That evidence I disqualified because, honestly, I don't care. She could openly admit, I'm going to rule illegally and wrongly every day of my life on the bench so that I can harm Donald Trump. And the Democrats would say, well, whatever. But someone rules that the mandate in the ACA is unconstitutional. And they flip out. Millions will die. Healthcare is dead. No, it's not. You can still go to the ACA exchange and buy an ACA plan. You're just no longer mandated to. When Heller dropped, I know the Democrats flipped out because Heller basically said, no, the Second Amendment says you have a right to keep and bear arms. You cannot say you don't. And they flip out. Virginia went nuts with, we're going to cut off power and all the utilities so we can storm into your home and take your guns. Well, as soon as that was made public knowledge, they started backing down. And then when it was proven that law-abiding gun owners are not a threat, they backed off again. And even Democrats in Virginia voted against the gun control bill. They're trying to pass red flag laws now that remove due process. They don't care that we see them as the hypocrites they are. But honestly, that's not a surprise. It shouldn't be a surprise to you. Well, thank you guys for watching. I don't do this full-time, as I've said it many times, but I'm trying to make a go of it because I feel like that there's an absence of blunt fact in education, journalism, and so many other aspects of the world. And being a historian, being a certified teacher, and just not being able to teach due to circumstances, I feel like this is a good way for me to basically try to impart knowledge. I do right now, mostly I talk about what's going on in the news because that's really a lot, almost all of our daily life is what's going on in politics and in journalism. But there are other topics I bring up that I want to branch out, and having viewers is what makes that possible. I am still a very small channel, but I would like to be a larger one. So please remember to subscribe. Please remember to turn on notifications and like the video so that others will be able to see what's more popular, basically what you want to share to the world. In the meantime, everyone have a wonderful day and a wonderful rest of your week and month, whatever it may be.